area. There's two nice goodies here at the first threshold. There's one nice goodie here at the second one. I'm going to want an association. I'm going to want to donate, so I'm taking this. This is a decent card, but there are better ones, so I like this one first. I don't care about the card discard so much. I'm gonna take what is happening? I'm gonna take this one. Okay. All right, so I'm going to choose these two. This one doesn't do a lot for me, so I will confirm these. So my brown cards are pretty good. This one's always a good one, and I've got the build that allows me to build kiosks, and this is generally pretty good too. Animal categories above the red player. Generally, a lot of cheap animals will do this, and I generally play a lot of cheap animals. However, cards that I've drawn are not ideal for this. Certainly this is good to try to get to, but I don't really have a bridge to get there. I can maybe build around like this, but more than likely I'll be building a 2 here to get next to the outdoor gates so that I can play this guy. He only gives you 5 points though, so I might try to go after the animal building. That's provided red doesn't get it first. I should have the first shot after him, so I have the second shot. But like these other animals, I mean, this is good for pouching and points if I have garbage cards. This is a nice, cheap reptile in blue. Doesn't do a lot for me otherwise. This allows me to dig, so maybe I play this thing and dig a bad card I have. I don't know. Really, I only have one good card in this whole group. So again, on the plus side, however, my cards is at 5, so I'll have my choice. Yeah, nobody's got the special cards. I'll have my choice to snap, so at least I have first dibs on that, so we'll see. Alright, so the red player took Predator, which I basically needed, given what is up on the board. There's nothing up on the board that's going to help us towards any of these. I do have cards first, so I can grab cards in the hopes of it, and if I don't get anything, I may be able to use this thing to cycle one of the cards or more of the cards until I find something that I can use. So I've got to consider, if maybe I grab a green card that requires an animal with the partnership or whatever, and then I'll have to grab that. But I think I'm just going to grab the green just to have it in the hopes that I find another one. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm just going to grab cards and see what I can get. Nothing helpful. I mean, this is great, but nothing towards these guys. Alright. I think I'll get rid of this one. It's going to require 2 things. I mean, well, I'll have that. I'll get to tuck with that, maybe. Which one am I going to dig with? I'll get rid of this. So I'm going to keep him because of He's one of something I can use. I want to keep this one because I'm going to dig up something. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna play the engineer now. That way I can build a couple twos and save an action. Alright, so I'm going to utilize the engineer and build two different two spaces. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to play a kiosk as I would like, because that's going to cost $3 and be too much. So right now I'll have $17. This costs $15. If I want to build that, it's going to cost $3, and I won't be able to build my tapir. So that's why I'm not doing this. All right, I'm just going to play my animal. I'm going to leave the wolf because at least he's predator. So let's do the digging. Ugh. That's terrible. Come on, give me some love. Not love. All right. It's going to be a tough game if I can't get any projects to go. All right, I'm just going to grab a couple cards, and I'll either tuck one or whatever. I know I've got too many cards, but I need to find something that's going to match these things. There's just nothing. Aquatic, don't need. This, yeah, this is not ideal. All right, I think this is the first time I've ever done this. I'm going to clever the association. Right now it's in the way. I won't be able to do the project in any way, shape, or form that I can see. So there's no point in leaving it there. I mean, yes, if I enact it above what I end up running, either a partner or a building, I'm going to get an X token. But I can get an X token now and then like not have to spend one to do this at 5 and so forth. So that's what I'm doing. Also, the X tokens are going to be beneficial if and when I can actually start doing donations. All right. So I'm going to play this guy here. And I'm just going to tuck this one here. I'm going to try to play this later. So I'm going to have to, well, you know what? I'm going to dump this. Yeah, I want the posturing. I'm going to see if I can get quite a few points with this later in the game. I've got this as one of my options, and I've got the engineer, which can allow me to build more of those, so I'm going to work towards that. Again, I've got the problem of not being able to get another meeple, but there's nothing I can do about that right now. So anyway, pouching. I'm going to pouch this. Maybe I'll play this before the break, but if not, that's okay too. So I'm going to have a lack of money going into the break here. I want to kind of get my cards up so I can maybe snap something at the break or whatever. So I'm going to clever animals. There's no way I'm going to be able to put out 2, so it's been a crazy game. Constriction, I'm not going to play this anyway. I can move this to place 3. It's 10 of 12. Blue player might break, might build something. I don't know. Hard to say. I'm not sure what the red player is doing either, so looks like you grabbed cards on the last one. Maybe he'll play a card. So I will drop this down. I've already got a spot to build these guys anyway, so I have a break, so I'm going to discard this. Alright, so this touches upon one of the tags. However, that'll only give me a second one. It does get me closer to this guy here, which I'll need to get an extra meeple. But I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I think I'm just going to draw cards and hope for something better. All right. All right, so at least I have this. Somehow get an orange. I think it's got to be the panda. Just too many things for. I mean, I've got two of the things. I don't have the bear. I guess I could try to hope for that and get the bear. I've got one bird towards this. Goodness gracious. Alright, so I think I'm just going to discard this. I don't know that I'm going to be able to activate this at all, so... Yep, confirm. Alright, I'm going to do my best to be able to play this. It's still up, so let's see what we can do. Need to get over to this. There and there. I don't know that matters. It might end up mattering, but for right now I can't see how. Alright, now I can put this up, not get the huge payoff that I wanted, but I can put it out and trigger this, and then I can actually play this. So this was a long and winding road to hopefully getting the project done. As I had hoped and pretty much assumed, the orange was still here. And blue couldn't, well, he's too far away. Blue's already taken it. Blue's already got one there. So I guess he could take another one, but it would come from the kitty. So it seemed likely that it was going to be there. At any rate, let's go get it. Again, this isn't a great application for this card. I had let's build one for free before we take 0. That doesn't make any sense. This one. I think I want to upgrade I mean, I need the build done, but I think I need to do the association so that way I can drop this here and grab another meeple. Yeah, let's just do this. And I want to donate, and I got X tokens and whatnot, so. All right. All right, let's do this. Get my meeple. I'm going to upgrade. I'll upgrade the build. Start building things, build that extra one for cheaper. Do my donation. And confirm. So I'm not going to need much to build. So I'm going to drop the building down. And I can use a 1 for this guy and a 1 for this guy, so I don't need to build much. So that'll do. All right, I'm just going to grab some money so I can donate when I do grab one of these guys. So let's go grab blue. And do the donation. I've got plenty of X tokens. I think I'm going to upgrade this. I mean, I could grab $5, but there's not much I can do with it right now, although I am pretty hurting for money. I'm just going to upgrade my animals. Work towards getting this last one here. So I'm going to play an animal. I could play the pack guy for 5 points right here. Only $9, pretty good ratio. However, this one I'm getting 7 for 13 plus an additional 1 because I'll be able to place a pavilion and then I'll get an X token for the pavilion. So I think I want to go that route. It leaves me with only $2, but I'll have 5 tickets, so provided that that's still there, I'll be able to donate if I do that later on. I've got no line on anything else, though. Probably have to take money with my sponsor is my guess, but we'll see. I'm going to drop it over here. Get closer to this, maybe. Sure. Sounds good. I don't have another thing to play. Got my 5th X token, so I'm going to pass. Alright, I think I'm just going to take cards and hope for the best. Maybe I get a decent sponsor that'll give me some money or something. We'll see. I'm also interested in getting another break since I'm out of money. Ooh. This will get me money. Nice. Yeah, I'll discard this. All right, I'm going to play my sponsor, get some money and a little income. Now I've got 5 X tokens and I can spend all 5 to donate, which I might do. We'll see. Alright, so we're gonna do this. I'm going to grab the bird later. I won't be able to buy the thing anyway, so let's do this. So that gives me a second one. I'm not going to get a third one before I do this anyway, so I'm just going to be able to... I mean, I guess I could have taken the double, but I wouldn't get a fourth one, I guess, per se, before I do this, because I want to do this quickly. I will do the donate. Do I need to donate, I guess, is the question. I don't think I do. Because I'm going to make it to there. I may want to just keep the money. You know what? $5 for, I guess at this point, only 2 points. 8 for 4. I think I'm going to wait on the 8 for 4. I kind of wanted to donate, but I think I'm going to... I guess no, I want to take the income. Well, we've had a lot of turns because this game has been wonky, but I think I'll pass on that because I will make the bonus thing anyway. So let's pass. Okay, well, I spend a bunch of these. Luckily, I have a way to get them back, which is putting out pavilions. Research on the last slot. I'm going to take... this is out there. I can't use it. The blue player can, but I'm not going to... I need the money, so I can't. I guess hate pull, as it were. I want the university. And I want the birds. That way I can play my bird. Come on. Something easy. Oh, so not easy. Oh my gosh. What the heck? This game hates me. This particular one game, and I can't donate because I need to play this guy, but I can get rid of this guy at least, so that's fine. Wow. This has been a rough game from go. It's been tough. But my income's up to 26 now. I only have one X token, which isn't ideal, but I'm going to get some. So it looks like somebody grabbed the building that gave them his income. Or dug it. Probably took it, though. Alright, so I want to play this bird. It's going to let me get 2 animals. This is going to be a discard in the event of a break. So I'll have 4 cards after that. So if I up this to get an additional rep bump, I'll get another card and have to discard 2. And I lose an X token. I don't know that that's a good deal. So I'm going to just play this at the level 4. I'm going to put it here. I know I'm losing out on the income for that, but this one's next to a mountain, and that may somehow come into place. So let's see what we got. A release of orange. I may have to do that, but this is a 4. Generally don't like to do that, but whatever. I can play this guy. Well, that's not bad. I like keeping him, although I don't have a lot of money. He's still good. And we have another... Okay. I'm certainly going to keep him on, keep him for later days, essentially. I can build something right here, build like 2 here, fit him there. That's by 2 waters. This could go here. That might be better than the release, just to get the additional. That would put me at 3 of the predators. Although I need 4, and I might need 5, as my opponent's got it to 2 already. Alright, I qualify for green now, so I've got that, but red does too. Red does too. Can't do it yet, though. It's interesting. Might be better to keep this, and then I can play this and this, because I won't be able to play this right away. Well, not both of them, certainly. Let's keep this. Let's keep that, and maybe I do this and can do that if he takes my green or something like that. I know I've always got this, but this also loses my income. I don't want to do that. And it's not worth as many points because I'm getting, if I'm counting the green as 3, then I get 9 to lose 4. That's only 5 points net. Whereas this one's 6. So, yeah, I think we're good with these two. Go, and the points and my income goes up by 2, so I will have $30. Again, I could play this, but then I can't play this. But I might just do this one anyway for the income and the bonus 2 green and whatnot, and do the packing later. So still no break. I could break, but I've got my meeples. I don't really need to break and or want to break, so I can let one of these guys do it. I am just going to do a build. I can build a pavilion, get an X token, and get, an extra income from it. So I'm going to do that. Seems like kind of a waste, but all I really need to build are 2s. Build a 2 for this guy and a 2 for this guy. And that's all I really need. So I don't need the build up at 5. And I don't have a lot of money, so I don't want to do a lot of other things. But I may be able to grab that $12 and get some money for the next round. All right, playing this. I guess either way, it's a 2 by a rock, so I'll just do this, I guess. Got my X token. I can use both of them to do the green if I want before the break. We'll see what people do next. All right, so let's grab some cards. I want this one. That's in range. $9 for 9 points is great. And I just need to put a 1 enclosure next to this, and it's good. Maybe he's pretty pricey. I can't pilfer from red. I could pilfer here, but I don't know that I would want to play this first. Again, I could put 1 here and drop him in there. Well, let's see what I'm getting from the deck. Let's grab 1. Sunbathing, well, that's not bad. I can sell cards. Yeah, let's grab this one. I can pitch it or whatever, and let's grab him. I'm not going to be able to play this easily, but I do have some water, so I'm going to hang on to this. That's 1, 2, 3. I've got one. This could be 4. That gets me to 5 if I want to go this route. I don't want to get rid of this, though. That's tough. I guess I could build an aquatic and it would be fine. All right, let's drop this. Although that'd be a pretty good way to get some money. I could get rid of the pilfer. This is another green. Is another green. I could get 2 greens out of this, couldn't I? But it's only 1 extra green point. Ugh, I want them all. What to discard? I mean, I guess I could play this and then dump a couple cards, but I don't know. I think I've got to dump this, but I just don't have any income. I could try to rush the break instead. Instead of play, I could dump this card maybe. 2 and 2. Looking for the 4 there. All right, let's just drop this. Let's go with our gut. I could do the scavenge and so many cards. I may have to grab the stupid card thing. All right, I'm just doing this. But I missed Platypus and Hunter. Oh, he's a nice cheap guy there. All right, and what's this? Could actually play this. All right, I've got an angle. Okay, so I'm just going to do the association. Now the only one I've got is Asia. I want to snap. I certainly want money, but I need to snap first. Let's snap my card. Let's snap this guy. And now we need to discard. All right, so I have the engineer, so I can get to this. I thought I had, no, that's it. So still a lot of these to put out. Now we have time, and what am I at? I've got 3 of these, so if I put down 2 kiosks, I'm at 2. This guy, so I got the birds easily. I currently have that. The reptiles, not going to win. Predator, which I'm going against, I'm going to have to get rid of this one, no matter what. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to compete with that. There we go. Let's do the sponsors now. go. And now we can buy the other one. Let's see if we get anything. The Bush Baby, which I cannot play. Great. All right. All right. I'm going to do a build. Not a great build, but a build. Put a 1 here. And another 1 here. So each of these will be 3s. If the pilfer works and I get $5, I can play 2 animals. If it doesn't, then I can deal with it later. I have 20. I mean, I could have done a 2 and a 1 and have 18 and have those. I kind of want to play this one. So I think that's good. All right, so the blue player is out of money, at least doesn't have 5, so there's not an option. So I'm going to get a card from him with the pilfer. So I need something else to play, and I'm just going to take this guy here. I may get a card from him that'll work, but we'll see. I guess it doesn't really matter what side it goes on. What card am I getting? The Bald Eagle. Okay. Well, he's probably not happy about that. We'll do this. We'll put this up here. And now I get to do some digging, right? I don't see anything out there that particularly needs to be dug. The Bush Baby would be great if I had any yellow. But I don't. Everything else I can at least play. So I'm going to dig the Bush Baby. Yeah, I mean, like, they've already got 5 out, but let's see what I get. That gets me money for small. There's 3 of those. It's probably not great. Yeah, let's just do this one again. All right. Maybe that'll be worthwhile. We're looking at 5 continents. So I eventually need to get a yellow if I want that to work. Okay. Well, I got a lot of cards. I'm going to lose some. But what are you going to do? Well, I guess I've got the option to grab the card thing, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. All right, so the red player went and grabbed the extra card hand. He didn't end it, at least, but that was what I was looking for, to try to hang on to some of these cards. So instead, I am just going to play this. Add an X token. Play the aquatic. It's going to give the blue player quite a bit of stuff, but I need money, and this is the best way to do it. So let's grab $12 more. Put me up to $45 once we get the break, which is not quite enough to play both of these, but maybe I can grab money from sponsor. 9 for that is just no good. It's just too much for now. Player did make the break. We have to keep 3 cards or discard 2 essentially. I'm getting rid of the wolf. He's $9 for either 5 or 6 points, depending on how I do it. Not terrible, but it does cost a 4 enclosure. And this one, I want to play him. I think I can play him. I'm not sure if I want to hang on to it or not. He is longer term. We're looking at $57 for the red player. He might be able to get to 100 with that. So it might be better to keep this one over the eagle. Difficult to say. I do have the money. Let's see, 33, 45. So I've got $45. These two together, I can do. The bald eagle is more problematic. Well, this one here is, well, for the tiger, I'm going to get the green anyway. If I take the building, it's going to give me another rep. So this is going to get me another green if I play it by the time I'm done. Also, then I'm within range of 2. Yeah, you know what? I'm dumping the eagle. I'm going to keep this and prioritize playing this for the 2 rep bump, and maybe I can get a yellow by the end of the game. We'll see. Yeah, I like that. All right, I get to snap one of these cards. There's a couple I can use. 4 points for 10. I mean, technically, this is 5 for 5, given we're getting $2 back. However, this is more. We do get $4 back, so it's 7, but we get 3 points and 2 rep bumps, which, again, I'm trying to get to this guy here so that it'll help me with this. So and also I only need a 1 enclosure for it. It's a little easier. I don't need rock for any reason. I think I'm going to take this guy. So we'll take our income. Also, that may get one of these, get these. If I get to this because of it, that's 3 points plus whatever I get for the bonus card, and saves me from having to waste a meeple on maybe 2 or whatever. I don't know. I think this will hopefully come in handy. It's my turn. All right, so I don't need any cards. I do want to get this up into the range that I can play it. So I think I'm just going to drop this for next token. Shouldn't be an imminent end of the game. Why do you build this there? Maybe he had covered up everything else. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. So let's put this one down for next token. And then I can do a sponsor, maybe a build, and animals and such. And this guy's probably going to want to grab this at some point. But I'll probably want to do... I'll have another animal by then. I'll probably want to do this and get the 3x tokens. That way I'm ready for using them to get this. I don't see another thing I'm going to be able to do, though, but that's okay. All right. Let's play the sponsor. All right. All right. So the best bang for my buck is going to be to do this guy for 8 and 6 at this point, so 14, and this one for 9. So that's 23. Also with this, I'll be bumping these up twice. I'm going to do this one to get the 2 green, and then I'll bump this up 2 more times, and I'll be able to get this 3x, which will help me with this. So I want to be able to get enough of these things to do it, but I need the money to play these 2 guys. They're key. All right, so the stuff I have to build. I have to build this. This is it. I'll build this here, I guess, whatever. And then I think I can get away with building 2 of these. That'll give me, well, do I want to do all of that, though? All right, right now I've got 2 of these, and I need 3 more. I've got 4 of these, and I need 1 more. So I need to build 1 more thing. All right, I got a spot for a kiosk here, here, and here. And that'll be 5. So let's build 1 more of these. All right. And I have $35. That is enough for both of these. I've got $3x, so I can build 1 more thing. I don't think I'll need money for anything else. So I might as well just take the extra point. I might as well do this. This is fine. I don't need anything there. Let's see if these guys can use the ibex. He can use the ibex. He cannot. I don't care so much about the blue player. Looks like the red player's running away with it, so I don't need to grab this. I'm not going to care if they use this venom, but it might help somebody. I just need me to have this upgraded. Now let's just draw one from the deck. I don't need any of these. Maybe I get a sponsor that gives me a bunch of money or so. Nope, I got nothing. That's fine. I mean, he can sell a card and maybe get some money, but oh, it does have the yellow tag. Well, that's interesting. Let's think about this here. Now, I mean, he's still going to cost me 1. I would need to build a spot to do it. That would put me to $31, which is exactly what I need. I need 32 to do these guys, so I don't have enough money. So I'm not worried about this. I'm just going to pass on this. I've got my 2 big point getters to grab later on. If this guy was maybe a Sunbathe 3, it would work. Although I don't even know if I want to make another animal play after this. So I'm going to pass. All right, so as we expected, the red player did do Asia at 5. And he did not donate. Oh, he must have. He did donate. Okay. Yeah, let's play our animals. We'll be able to take this turn and end on the next one. certainly should do this guy first. I mean, I can't imagine not playing this tiger, especially since I need to do this. But seeing what the cards are usually a good idea. And again, that's gonna be fine. Yeah, this is nice. However, this is going to be better for me. If I could end it with that, let's calculate here. Yeah, none of these matter. I'll keep this one for no better reason than I don't want somebody stealing this from my hand. Play this guy. I need to have the second predator tag, so I have to do this one. And then maybe I get something else. None of these matter. So there we go. Let's keep this one instead. Again, I don't want this taken from me. In the event that he plays something, grabs something, and then can do something to me. I don't know. Doesn't seem likely. I mean, he could certainly, if he's got a pilfer, he could certainly hit me, potentially for 2, but he's not getting anything good out of my hands, so. All right, the red player did end it, so that'll be the last turn for him. Blue is going to get one more turn after this. All right, so we're going to take this one to get the extra bump. Need these 3 guys here. All right, so we need 2 of these. And then I can get one of these wherever. Doesn't matter. All right. I need to play a conservation project. I need to play in the middle one. Get the bonus. And I get 2 bonus points because of the rep. Clever doesn't matter. All right, 104 is where we're at. Did red. Last I checked, we were both at 3. He's got this one. He is lacking. Oh, he got one of them, though. He's lacking blue. So he didn't put out another kiosk. All right, so we've got this one because we've got all 5 of the pairs. We've got bonus points for this. He doesn't appear to have an elephant. So narrow victory. Well, maybe it'll be narrow no matter what. Kind of a surprise to beat red. Blue still gets a go. But what's he got? 15. think just 15. He's going to need money for his venom. So 89. Yeah, so we've got the victory here. This is quite a few turns, but I'll do the recap in just a bit. All right, so the 3-player game has ended. We did win. The blue player got over 100 as well, so pretty close. This was kind of an arduous game. It went 35 for the two of us, and the blue player ended in 36. That's a pretty long game. As I recall, at like turn 26 or 27, no one was over 40, or maybe somebody was at 40 or something like that, which is crazy. So it's a pretty long game. Let's see what we got here. All right, I knew what I was getting. I had full points for this guy. The blue player had the designer zoo. He had quite a few different shapes due to placements, so he may have gotten a bunch on this. The red player sponsors. Oof. He only got 2, so that's a little tougher. If he gets all 4, he's at 115, and it's closer. But overall, it was a pretty tough game. The red player was leading pretty much throughout until the last turn, I think. Yeah, I think he had even more when I hit mid to upper 80s, and he was already at that or higher. So again, tough. I just had the big animals to play. This guy gave me a ton. And this one's always great if you've got the 3 bird tags for 9, real cheap. 12 for 9. I think I paid 9 for 9 because of the discount. And then being able to get to the top. I don't remember last time I've been at the top of this track, but it really helped out. Again, got me a bunch of extra points, obviously for the 2 greens getting there, but also because I had the triple posturing that helped me fulfill this. I think without that, certainly without that, I don't beat the red player, and it might be close against the blue player. So, all right, well, that's the recap, and we'll give these guys a go again.